till now Shankaracharya has told what is not Atman. Now he says that the Guru is telling the student that now, after having told what is non-self, the Guru will tell the student what is self. Atha te sampravakshyami swarupam paramatmanah yad vijnaya naro bandhan muktah kaivalyam ashnute. Atha means before that, before this, I have told you so many things. I have told you the qualifications of a spiritual aspirant. I have told you what is the detailed description of such qualifications like Viveka, Vairagya, etc. Then I have told you also what is not self, what is not Atman. And now I am going to tell you what is the form or the real nature of Paramatmanah, Paramatma or Supreme Self. Atma, Self, Parama, Supreme. Paramatma means Supreme Self. So now I am going to tell you the real nature of the Supreme Self. Swarupam Paramatmanah Sampravakshyami. I am going to tell you. Sampravakshyami, I am going to tell you properly. Samyak Pravakshyami. Pravakshyami, I will tell you. I am telling you. Pravakshyami. So here there are, if you properly see, there are two prefixes which enhance the word vakshyami. One is pravakshyami, prakarshena, clearly I will tell you. And sampravakshyami, samyak, completely I will tell you. So completely and clearly I will tell you. I will tell you swarupam. The word is there, swagatam. What does it mean? It means su agatam. Means let your arrival be good. But over a period of time, we have forgotten the actual meaning of the word swagatam. So we say suswagatam. A double qualification, double adjective. It is not necessary because swagatam itself means su agatam. Swagatam itself means that your arrival may it be good. But we think swagatam means you are just welcoming somebody. So they say suswagatam. So it is su plus agatam.
Real meaning is swa agatam. Swa.
No. Su plus agatam. Su means good, not swa. Su means good. So su plus agatam, swagatam. But over the period of time, we have forgotten that su is there. So we think swagatam means welcome. So generally people say suswagatam means good welcome. So it is not like that. Good welcome. Even the word in English, welcome means what? That you come, let it be well. So if you say good welcome, it doesn't make any sense. It is double adjective. Similarly here, pravakshyami itself was sufficient. But it has been made sampravakshyami. Here, of course, for making the chandas or meter proper. So many matras you should have in a particular chandas. So whenever this word atha comes, that means that before that so many things have been told. Meter means chand, chandas. So every chandas has got different matras, anushtup chandas, trishtup chandas. So in first line, second line, so many matras should be there. That is called like Gayatri chandas. 8 matras in one line, 3 lines should be there. Total 24 matras should be there. Here, whenever we come across the word atha, that means before that so many things have been told. Athato Brahma Jigyasa. Atha Brahma Jigyasa means before this so many things have been told. Before this you have been told about the karma kanda, what you should do according to Vedas. Now I will tell you about Brahma Jigyasa, how to attain the knowledge of Brahman. That is why Atha means before this so many things have happened. Now I am telling this. So Atha te, to you I am telling sampravakshyami. I am telling the real nature of Atman. Real nature of Atman. What is the real nature? That I will tell you now. Because till now what I have told, I have told what is not Atman, but you should also know what is Atman. And yad vijnaya, what will happen if you know this? In Sanskrit, there is a proverb, prayojanam anuddishya mudo apina pravartate. Without understanding the use or without understanding the utility, even a fool will not do anything. So, why should you study this? Or why should you know what is Atman? The Guru says, Yad Vijnaya, knowing which Naraha Bandhan Muktaha. The people, Naraha means human beings, are freed from Muktaha, from Bandhat. They are freed from bondage. What is bondage here? Bondage is that which gives us suffering. So in this world, we are constantly suffering. And that suffering we will be able to free ourselves from. We will be able to free ourselves from. How we will be able to free? If we know about our true nature. If we know about our true nature, we will have no bondage. Bondage that leads us to suffering, that leads us to attachment. Attachment leads to suffering, that leads us to desire. Desire leads to suffering. So all these things will not be there. And also repeated birth and death will not be there. We will not come to the sansara again and again, take birth and die. That will not happen. And how will that happen? By attaining liberation. Mukta hai. You become mukta. You become free. You become free. So there is nothing which will bind you. There is nothing which will bind you. Kaivalyam ashnute. Kaivalyam ashnute. And you will attain to the state of Kaivalya. What is Kaivalya? Kaivalya means where a person is completely separate, completely alone, without depending on any other person or thing. Completely alone. People say, what will happen if a person has realized God? That person also will have to live in the world. Yes, that person also will live in the world, but that person will not be in the world. Sri Ramakrishna very beautifully says that a boat, if it is in the water, it can float. But if water gets inside the boat, it will sink. It will sink. So, similarly, we have to be in the world, but worldliness should not get into us. Otherwise, we will drown. So here Kaivalyam means there are so many things in this world which are not affected by this world. Like a stone. A stone is there. So stone is not affected by anything what happens in the world. Stone is there like that. Similarly, a dry leaf, it is there. It is not affected by anything what happens in the world. Similarly, a person who attains the state of Kaivalya will become unattached totally. He will have no egoism and no sense of ahankara and mamakara, no sense of ownership and egotism. He or she will not have the idea that I am doing this or it is mine. This idea will go away. That is called Kaivalya. That is the state of Kaivalya. So Kaivalyam Ashnute. A person attains this state of Kaivalyam and becomes free. So that state I am going to tell you. Now, when some person is told like this, that state I am going to tell you, immediately doubt comes. How can such a state be there? How can a person be like that? Where a person will be totally free, totally kaivalya, that person will be. That means the person will be totally aloof, totally separate from the world. How is it possible? So the Guru says, Asti kaschit swayam nityam aham pratyaya lambanaha avasthatraya sakshi san panchakosha vilakshanaha. The Guru gives an assurance. He says that yes, Asti Kaschit, there is some kind of entity, there is some kind of being, Asti Kaschit, there is somebody who is Swayam, who is absolute. Swayam here means by one's own self, without depending on anybody else. So there is somebody, Aschit Kashchit Swayam. Somebody is there who is completely independent. Who is completely independent. How is that person independent? Nityam aham pratyaya lambanaha. And this always a person, something which does not change in us. What does not change in us? If even if we are a child, the moment we take birth, from birth to death, one thing does not change in us. Our body changes, the way we look it changes, what we think it changes, all our first our body grows, then afterwards it decays, etc. Everything changes, but only one thing in us does not change, that is the sense of I. This I sense does not change. Even a person who completely forgets one's memory, complete amnesia, completely the person forgets, everything is forgotten. Or a person who is a patient of severe Alzheimer's disease, nothing the person remembers, not even one's name, nothing, but nobody forgets I. So this I is always there. Why it is there? Because that is the window, that is the connection with Atman, our true nature. So this Nityam Aha Pratyaya, this consciousness, Pratyaya, consciousness of Aham, I-ness, I or egoism, Nityam, this continuous, eternal, it will never go away. It will never go away. And it will be there across births. You take different births and deaths, you die so many times, you take birth so many times. This idea of I will not go away. This Aham Pratyaya, this will not go away. So this Aham Pratyaya lambana hai, it is the substratum. This Swayam, this absolute entity who is independent. So Guru is saying there is somebody who is independent, completely independent, and that somebody is the basis, is the substratum of the constant idea of I you have. Constantly we are thinking I. That somebody is the basis of that I. The Atman is the basis of that I. And Avasthatraya Sakshi. We go through three states of consciousness. What are these three states? Jagrat, waking state, Swapna, dreaming state, and Sushupti, deep sleep state. So we go through these three states. And in all these three states, this particular Atman is Sakshi, is just the witness. If you get lot of money in waking state, Atman will not become happy. You may become happy, your mind is becoming happy. Atman does not become happy. If you get lot of suffering, your mind gets depressed, your mind gets morose, sorrowful, sad. But Atman does not get anything. Atman is not affected. Why? Because Atman is like that. It is not affected by anything. It is just Sakshi. It is just witness. It is just witness. It just sees what happens. It is there. It is there, and because of it, this constant consciousness of I is there. But it is not affected by anything. So when you go to sleep, when there is deep sleep, Sushupti, when there is no dream, when you don't understand that what are you doing, afterwards you say that I had a deep sleep, I did not know at all, but I feel very happy, I feel very satisfied, I feel relaxed. Why do you feel relaxed? Because that is the time when there was no other vritti, no other thoughts in your mind, and that gives you relaxation. That gives you relaxation. You say, I had good sleep. So that Sushupti, then nothing stays, only ignorance stays, and this Atman is the Sakshi, is the witness of what is happening. You are doing so many things. You are talking to so many people. You are eating, you are drinking, you are playing, you are reading, etc. You are fighting with people, quarreling. All these things are seen by the Atman. So, in a court of law, who can be the best witness? Atman. So, if there could be a way to ask Atman, then, but Atman will not tell, because Atman is beyond speech. So, that is the problem. Otherwise, you are seeing, everything is being seen. Then Panchakosha Vilakshana. Also this Kaschit, this somebody who is there, this person is the basis of I consciousness, but this person also is the witness of three states of consciousness, and this person is Panchakosha Vilakshana. This person is separate from five koshas. What are the five koshas? First kosha is Annamaya kosha. Annamaya kosha. That means our body. All the matter with which our body is made up of. Annamaya kosha. Then second kosha is Pranamaya kosha. The breath, the energy which is necessary for the body. Then Manomaya kosha, our mind. And then Vijnanamaya kosha, that is the knowledge or intellect part of our being. And then Anandamaya kosha. Anandamaya kosha. That is the kosha of bliss, Ananda, the sheath or covering of bliss. So whenever we get some kind of bliss, it is because of this kosha. But all these are coverings of our true personality. They are just covering our personality. And first one is the gross body. Annamaya kosha is the gross body. And Manomaya kosha, Vijnanamaya kosha and Pranamaya kosha are the Sukshma Sharira, subtle body. Subtle body. Pranamaya kosha, Manomaya kosha and Vijnanamaya kosha. And the causal body, Karana Sharira, is Anandamaya kosha. That is Karana Sharira. So when in Jagrat state, in waking state, your corresponding kosha that gets more activated is Annamaya kosha. In the Jagrat state, you are aware of your Annamaya kosha. When you go to sleep, you are not aware of your body. It is not possible. That is why most of the times when we dream, we cannot find our body. It is difficult to see our body. If in your dream, if you see a mirror, your face and all will not be very clear, because Annamaya kosha is not there in dream state. So your gross body you cannot identify in dream state. That is available only in the Jagrat Avastha, in the waking state. And in the dream state, what is there? Prana is there. So you run in dream and you feel tired. In dream you feel tired. You feel breathlessness. Suppose ghost is coming, you feel that you are going to die. So you can feel actually that you are not able to breathe. All this prana is very much there in dream state. And then mind is there because you see a person, oh, this person is my classmate, etc. Or you like something. And then there is Vijnana. You think also, oh, I have to go here, I have to go there. All these things happen in dream state. So that is Sukshma Sharira. Sukshma Sharira is there in dream state and all these things happen. And then in deep sleep state, nothing is there. Only Karana Sharira is there. Only ignorance is there. So that is why only Anandamaya Kosha. That means all that you feel in deep sleep is just happiness. You, after you sleep, have a deep sleep, then you say that I felt very relaxed. You will not feel anything else. You cannot see anything. You cannot do anything. Only you can feel is, you cannot think, you can only feel happiness. So that is the state with which Anandamaya Kosha is connected. Deep sleep is connected with Anandamaya Kosha, and Sushupti is connected with Anandamaya Kosha, and Swapna Avastha, that is dreaming state, is connected with the Sukshma Sharira or subtle body, that is Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha and Vijnanamaya Kosha. And Jagrat Avastha or the waking state is connected with the Annamaya Kosha. So this is how all the different states are connected with different bodies and also different koshas. Now this person, this Asti Kaschit Swayam, a person who is, the Guru is telling is independent, is alone, that person is Pancha Kosha Vilakshana. That person is different, separate, distinct from all these five coverings. Kosha means coverings. So that person is distinct.
This person called is Siddha Purush.
No, no, no. Person means Atman, not Siddha Purusha. Atman. Atman is being called a person here, means an entity, absolute entity, who is different from, which is different from everything. So that is different from Panchakosha or different from five coverings. So Atman is not the Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha or Anandamaya Kosha. Atman is not that. Atman is beyond all these things. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat.